Hello and welcome back. Let's play Metroid Prime. Well, this episode being very blatantly post-commentary, yeah. On the first recording of this, for some reason the audio didn't go through. I have a particular feeling I managed to mute my microphone, which is embarrassing. Also, there are some weird load time issues throughout this, which hopefully have been rectified by the fact I now have a Wii U. Good. But yeah, my Wii was dying, I'm not going to lie. So anyway, in this episode, well, it's all about getting that key. The second key, 2 out of 3. Actually, my bad. Tell a lie. Final key and boss, actually. Where is my mind today? Dear me. So yeah, it's a one-stop shop to the temple, I believe. I believe this is where I wanted to explore. Yeah, this is the part in which you'd go into Aegon Waste, but in Dark Aegon Waste, as you can see, it's just all kind of blocked off, and yeah, it's not fab. But anyway, so yeah, I'm shooting into the air for some reason. I think I'm just illustrating the point that you can't get through there. Oh, and also I found that lovely missile expansion. It increases my capacity by 5, don't you know? But yeah, 2 beams in my possession, light and dark. Already went over kind of what they did. So that's all well and good. Of course, there's a portal back to the light world to the left. Yeah, that would be me surveying the situation. And yes, that's the way I should be going. Me of the past, me of 2 days ago. Back when I hadn't spent £300. But oh well. Whatever the case. Right, I believe I attempted this puzzle a bit too soon. Through here, I believe there's a spider ball puzzle. Yep. I tried to sequence break and fail miserably. It's not fab. But yeah, always keep your ammo supplies up. That is bloody imperative. And also, back where I fought the Jump Guardian. Great guy he was. And actually, I believe I take a detour here. Do I? No, I believe I'm heading in the right direction. And if not, that would suck horribly, wouldn't it? Oh, well done. Tries to shoot missile door, hits the crystal instead. You know, actually, it's quite interesting. Not often I get to riff on my own work. I'm not gonna lie, it's something new for me. Interesting how that child hero statue is in the Dark World as well. It hasn't really been defaced or anything, it's just kinda there. Also, funnily enough, I found a save point here, which I didn't actually remember was here in the first place. But it's good that it's there, on your way to finding the big boss, because as I did go over in the original take of the episode, which never really came to fruition, I basically said the last key is pretty much at the temple. And it is. The Ing are definitely very bad at hiding their keys. Well, at least in Aegon anyway. When it gets to the next 2 areas, they get a bit more complex as to where they're hiding their shit. But hey, nobody's perfect, least of all the Ing. They are sociopathic monsters, born of Phazon. And there, would you believe it? There's a temple entrance, free of shriek bats. I consider that a personal achievement. And there's the lock to the door, as I scan to find out. Activates 2 of them for me, but the third one, of course, is not that way, but that way. I'm going to go back there anyway, aren't I? Yep, I did. And fried a good deal for it. Yeah, there's no way out of there, it's just a dead end for whatever reason. And of course you can't get through there because that's the way to the energy controller, and well, if you think we were getting there with that big old boss fight, then you're stupid. Nah, I kid, but also I'm frying off a lot of my health there. That comes back to bite me. I think I reached dangerously low health in the fight ahead. Also, I believe this room is... Ah, see? Just sitting there. That's literally it. And sure enough, it tells us we can get entry. Yeah, trial tunnel. Neither trialus or a tunnel. And no, there's still nothing over there, me. Funnily enough, this place is only divided by glass. You'd think you could just smash through instead of going through this convoluted lock system. But hey, gameplay. Still love the game to bits. So yeah, doing that opens the lock, granting us access to what waits within. And what waits within, you ask? Well, we're about to find out. It's not going to be pretty. I tried to scan what's in there, but nope. Cutscene. So yeah, gets right to the point. A triad of giant worms connected to a ball of dark energy. Fair enough. So yeah, this is a Morbis, the first of the Temple Guardians. And yep, there's Xenotech in there. Luminoth technology to be exact, we'll get into that when this thing's dead. Or these things. So there's the thing itself, a Morbis. So yeah, they're just giant worms, I guess. They're not even Darklings technically, not yet. So basically, at the beginning of the fight, only one of them flies around the place trying to attack you. They're quite hurt by dark energy, but I can only get a couple of shots off. I think eventually I switched to missiles because they do enough damage, to be frank. Got a charge shot off in his face, so that's interesting. Also, they deactivate dark crystals, and you can't relight them as I attempt. Yeah, pretty much. So once you've damaged its armor enough, which I believe I do here. Yes, no? No, not quite yet. I think that's done it. No, not quite. Anytime I'm ready there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I went quite low on health, yeah, like literally I'm below 99 energy. I did not play this boss battle very well. Granted, it had been a while. Oh, also there we go. It attaches to the Dark Sphere and becomes Dark Amorbis. In which it's a true Darkling. Basically, you just have to hit it in the head for massive damage. The light beam works quite well, it being a dark creature now. Also, I get really wrecked. It'll whack you, it'll try to shoot a laser at you, but knock off its armor, and it will try to devour you, at which point you do that. Morph ball inside its stomach, a la Queen Metroid, and it goes down, causing damage to the Dark Sphere. You have to repeat this 3 times in total. Well, the Dark Amorbis bit, only now there are 2 Amorbis flying around and you have to break the armor off them both. Systematically. It's not fun. Yeah, it's not one of the most exciting boss battles in the game, but then, like I said, no game's perfect. Still quite impressive scale, mind you. But yeah, the other 2 Temple Guardians are definitely better. Yeah, spoilers, there are Temple Guardians beyond this one. Or these 3, should I say. I don't think they can deactivate beacons. They can deactivate crystals, but I don't think beacons. So that's helpful, in a manner of speaking. So yeah, I progress very slowly through the boss fight. Granted, the boss battles, yeah, again, are of an epic scale. They take a while, and oh, yeah, when they do this, they become invincible. They team up and shoot a giant purple laser of darkness at you. It's amazing. It really isn't, because it hurts you. Actually, not as much as you might think, but still pretty damaging, yeah. There goes one. So as you can see, the only way to actually do real damage to the Amorbis trio is by doing that. The good old morph ball thing. Thankfully, they drop a ton of energy when they lose their armor, so you're pretty liable to stay alive. So with that, Dark Sphere cracks some more, releasing even more drops. Which is just kind of like, hey, drop central over here. Also, there you are. Yeah, so pretty much at this point I've said all I can. At this point, yeah, there's 3 of them flying around. They do the same as before, you just gotta be wary of where they're landing, what crystals they deactivate, and hopefully you won't die, to be honest. Quite impressive actually, I've not died this entire sort of series of LPs yet. Of course I've probably jinxed myself, there's a certain boss that's almost certain to kill me. You'll know him when I get to him. In fact, that's relatively soon, Jesus Christ. But hey, no need to worry about that now. Right now, there's Amorbis. I mean, spoilers, I win, this is post-commentary, so you know, what can you do, but it can be challenging, especially for first-time players. And on hard mode, of course he's a bit of a beast, it's hard mode. And on these games, it means hard. KK. Whoa. That was weird, but hey. Point blank, I love it. Has that done it? Yes, it has! Amorbis final form. There goes one. And they're dead for good, I believe. Oh, there goes my light beam ammo, so... And here comes a giant laser. Which I swear homes into you. It's a really tough one to avoid. There's no doubt about that. Did I get the next Amorbis? There we are. And that leaves but one. Alone and relatively harmless. Owie. And that's GG Amorbis. He gives the sphere a good whack there. And it turns into sand. Oh, and the dark sphere blows up. It's a rather underwhelming explosion. But what's left behind is interesting. Luminoth tech that revolves around using dark energy as shielding. I wonder what this could be. Also, the transformation sequence is even more egregious this time. It's amazing. Oh yeah, that visor. In all honesty, the design in general. So we get the dark suit. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not gonna lie. I find it incredibly attractive. But basically what it does is it makes the atmosphere of Dark Aether way less corrosive, Like, instead of going down a few hit points a second, you go down literally 1 a second. So you will survive a lot longer. It's really very helpful. And get used to the dart suit, because we'll be seeing it for a long, long while. As far as this game is concerned, anyway. So with that done, I head up to the dark energy controller room. Prompting a cutscene, naturally. In the most overdramatic way possible, Samus absorbs the energy using that transfer module, what's it? In which you have to wonder just how much energy she's carrying in her suit at that time. And if the lightest tap would not make the entirety of Aegon Wyss explode into nuclear fallout. But oh well. And that energy gone, Dark Aether's been, well, it's become that much more unstable. Alright. Also doing that fills your energy, I believe. Because literally you've been supercharged full, so... well done. So, yeah. At this point, it's just a case of backtracking to the, well, Light World Temple in order to honour the dead guy's wish and return the energy. Also, a bunch of warrior rings show up. I realise I have no light beam energy, so I'm just like, fuck it. They're entirely not worth it. Which they're not. They really aren't. Yeah, as soon as you get that, the Ying are just kind of like, no, we kind of want the energy back. To which Samus says something along the lines of, I'm sure, no. I can only assume. But yeah, quick sprint back to the light world then, I take it. I would be most appreciative of this. Seriously, I can't get enough of destroying those blade pods. Ridiculously addictive. But then so are the Metroid Prime games in general, so... with the exception of the fetch quests. But unfortunately they're as much a staple of this game as the rest. Alas. So yes, Portal, go to it, Samus. I think it's at this point I realised that I kind of went a very roundabout way to get back to the portal room. Also, as you can see, I just kind of killed an Ing as it tried to possess me, but the suit was just saying, nope, it's not happening. Also, I opt out of saving, because I'm an absolute monster. Going through here should lead back to the portal room. Love the portal room, it's a room with a portal in it. What can I say? Very descript. Still as grim as ever. Yeah, notice how the sky's gotten sort of more... oh. Pirates. Yeah, I was kind of having none of it. So I just got my light beam out and disintegrated that guy. And then the other guy swiftly followed suit. And I did that to get more light energy, which worked. Doop doop. So yeah, back to the light world with us, with that shiny new dark suit. God, it looks amazing. And the morph ball looks amazing with it as well. It's pretty great. I could not sing that suit's praises enough. Tell you what, I can't sing the praises of fucking war wasps. Hey! Systematically destroyed their hives. And their children. It was a good day. But oh well. Mm-hmm. I'm sort of surveying the new map, places that I can go to. And I believe I attempt to go to one, don't I? Against my better judgment. Doop doop. Somehow I ended up going there again. Well done me, back down you go. Very clumsily played that day, I think. Also, the pirates! Hi! They gave me a nice little boost over there. Also at that point I decided, fuck it. They damaged me enough, I was going to freeze that guy in mid-air like a boss. And then show off the missile freezy technique. The missile freezy technique. Quite. Ow, that was vaguely painful. That made me feel hurt. So yeah, the way on the right you definitely can't get to because grapple point. The one on the left, however, is viable, but it's a puzzle which I've completely forgotten, and I don't actually think I can complete yet. I think there's a certain upgrade that I need before I can even attempt that. But again, properties no effect. Etc., etc. And skipping that causes it to load. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Hopefully this won't happen again now that I have my new shiny £300 thingy. My bloody bank account now. But oh well. Totally worth it. Luminoth music plays for this. I do love this scene, by the way. It repeats twice with the whole sort of, you know, other two energy controllers that we're going to get to, but I do like it. It's fun. We're literally restoring the world's energy, and it's fabulous. So this is one of 3 energy controllers that we have to restore to make 4 total to bring Aether back into balance. Notice the storms in the sky. And upon doing that, the storms disappear. And meanwhile, back at the temple grounds, there we go. So yeah, Umos is pleased. We've got to go back and see him as well. But not before we take care of a certain optional boss in the temple grounds that I told you about earlier. Which will net us a missile expansion. Content with their work? I love that guy. Just bows to you with his hologram. I always did like that scene. I thought it was quite touching in a way. But you know. Right, with that done, it's time to GTFO. Aegon is kind of beautiful again. Also, there's a lore entry I completely missed. Basically, yeah, they talked about how it was beautiful, which wouldn't last. Hopefully doing this will make it beautiful again, probably not for a good few hundred years, but progress is progress, I would say. But hey. Right. This time it didn't have to load, fancy that. KK. So yeah, at this point I attempt to go and do this puzzle. It doesn't pan out. Gonna spoil that for you right now, so if you want to end the episode off here, you've got all Or leave to. I can't really stop you. I'm a voice on the internet, come on. Give me some credit. I believe what I wasn't supposed to do was fall down there. I might try that again if I pass here again. I think getting one of the big collectible items at the end of the game takes me across this path again, so I might do it, just for the sake of it. Ow. Pain. Hurting and pain. So yeah, with that, a failed experiment. Pretty much all that's left to do, yeah, is leave Aegon, talk to Umos. Well, actually, get rid of that horrible... Well, we shan't spoil who the mini-boss is. I think I made it vaguely obvious before, but... We'll do that, talk to Umos, unlock the next way, and then take the next way. How's that sound?